Hi, my name's Ralph Fink.
Hi, I'm Lillian Gentry. We are here at Naugatuck Valley Community College in Naugatuck, Connecticut.
And I'm Stephanie Gaso.
Oh, I love this tree. What's it called?
It's called a Betula Nigra. It's commonly known as the river birch. Yeah, it's a great tree and it's really popular.
I like the bark. It looks like it's all peely. Why is that? Is that normal?
Yeah, that's kind of what the tree is known for. It's got this ruffled, peeling bark, and it's in colors of like salmon and tan and cinnamon, and it peels away to reveal an inner creamy white interior bark. It looks really great in the winter after all the foliage has dropped. So it gives you winter interest in your yard, and in the fall it's got like a nice golden yellow color.
Yeah, I'd like to put something in my yard to give me a little bit more shade. Would this work for me?
Yeah, I'll give you a brief synopsis of the tree's habit. It's a fast-growing, medium-sized tree. It has a dense crown, it's highly symmetrical, and it has an upright pyramidal to oval form.
Well, I don't know exactly what median means.
Well, this variety is called Heritage. It's also known as Kali, and it grows about 40 to 50 feet high, and it has a 25 to 35 foot spread. It's a vigorous grower, so it can grow up about 30 inches a year, which is really great if you want a shade tree. If you have it near your house, in a few years it's going to lower your air conditioning bills because of the shade it will provide. But you wouldn't want to put it close to power lines because, it'll grow right into them and you'll have to prune it and it will look pretty ugly. Also, if it's near the street, the branches, when they're wet, will droop and kind of block driver's vision, so that wouldn't be a good spot for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to put it there either. I need it close to my house. Are these widely available?
Yeah, they're really popular. Reason being is they're culturally adaptable. They will do well in a heavy clay soil. They'll also do well in like wet spots in your yard, like if you have a low area or a wet area next to a pond or riverbank. They will work in rain gardens, and although they like wet conditions, this variety will also, tolerate drier conditions.
Yeah, I like this tree. I was talking with my neighbor though, and we were talking about native plants. Is this tree native to this area?
Yep, native to North America. Many birds love the seeds, and betulas also provide great cover and nesting sites for our birds.
Oh, great. Do I have to pay more for 3 trunks? I usually buy a tree with 1 trunk.
Well, what happens is you can buy them in a single stem form, but growers sometimes will take 3 small liners and put them together to make it appear like it's a multi-stem, but it's really, they're really 3 separate trees just planted closely together. And yes, they're a bit more expensive.
Last tree I got, it didn't do so well, and generally I don't have a green thumb, so I'd like to have a low maintenance plant. Is that able to, can I get away with that here?
Yep, for a birch, this one's pretty disease resistant. Birches get infested by something called the birch borer, but this variety is resistant to that. And it's also more resistant to leaf spot. We're in Connecticut where we have pretty acidic soil. The river birches like acid pH, and the only thing you're really going to have to worry about is the first year you want to keep the tree moist.
Oh.
So we can sell you a bladder that goes around the tree, which is like a big plastic donut. It's perforated. You fill it once a week with your hose and it will slowly drain in to keep the roots moist, and put a good layer of mulch on, and that will keep it cool, which it also likes.
Oh, great. I like this tree.
Yeah, in a couple of years, you probably want to call an arborist and have them put it on a pruning schedule so it's maintained and it's kept in tip-top form.
Thanks. I'll take one.
Okay, great.
Okay, what I'd like to do here with this particular branch, if you follow along, you'll see that this is a crossing branch that's sticking out pretty far from the trunk of the tree. So I'm going to follow my way towards the trunk and see if I can get into the tree and remove this branch, as it will continue to rub against some of the other existing branches. I'm going to get in here as close as I can. Let's see. Get this one up. Here we go.
Here, to take out some of this just dead wood here. There's another one. They're small, but it needs to decay and drop.
And we're going to cut. Now remember to cut with the thin blade towards the trunk of the tree.
What I'm going to do next is see if we can remove some of the sprouts and other branches. Again, there's a bunch of branches that are sprouting out of the trunk, such as this one, which is crossing. So we'll just start by removing some smaller branches here as close as possible to the trunk, just to clean it up a little bit. This is one that I'd like to remove. As you can see, it's crossing. Some of these smaller ones can be removed. And just do some general cleanup to prevent these branches from getting too big. There's one here. I don't know if you can see it. We'll clean these up. Again, anything growing in.
This one here. Yeah, I'm uncertain on which one to take. Oh, I see.
All right. Yeah? Okay, so here we have a situation of two branches that are pretty low to the ground, and they're actually, as you can see, they're almost like joining each other, but they're crossing and they're growing up into the tree. So what we're going to do here is remove the bottom branch and leave the top one, but clean it up a little bit so it's outward facing and not into the tree. So the way I'd like to do this is perhaps cut a few pieces off so I can work my way into the tree a little better. And see if we can somehow, it's going to be a little bit of a difficult cut. See if we can get this one cut as close as possible to the trunk without damaging the branch above it. It's a little tough cut, but I think we're there.